this lighthearted comedy filled with fun, lovable, quirky characters.
There will be a 15-minute intermission.
We please ask that you turn off all cell phones and pages if you have not already done so for no interruptions of the show. So sit back
and enjoy the show.
Two scientists under one roof? My life is ruined! Dad says he needs Uncle Brain's assistance for some secret project he's working on. I haven't seen my Uncle Brain since Mom died 5 years ago. I hardly even know him. About this apartment, my friend Jenny says that some apartments have hot tubs, swimming pools, and even theaters in them. I really hope our new apartment is something like that. That would be great. Signing off for now, Amanda. This place smells.
Pardon?
Said this place smells. What are these apartments called again? Distinctive manner? Yeah, they're distinctive, all right.
I cannot say that I detect such an odious odor as you're suggesting, Amanda.
I wouldn't be back in that couch if I were you, Uncle Brain.
Why is that?
You could get cooties.
Ah, yes. Cooties. Pesky things. Amanda, you really should strive to use correct terms. Cootie is a slang term for a laugh. I'm unsure of the origin of the word cootie, although I wonder. Oh, look. Here's one. Actually, there wasn't one. I was merely testing a hypothesis and had your reaction to potential left, or cootie, as you call it.
A hypothesis?
I was merely making a joke, Amanda. You know, humor, playing up the situation a bit.
I didn't find that very funny. I hate this apartment already.
Hasty judgments are often regretted.
So are bad jokes.
Well, I'm so glad to see that you've been getting reacquainted. However, I could use some help moving these boxes upstairs to our apartment. By the way, did you see the gem I just unearthed from one of the boxes? My trusted headband. Have I ever missed this fine piece of equipment? I wonder how it got lost in the first place.
I hid that headlamp in the bottom of that box a few months ago.
Why would you do that?
Dad would always wear that thing when he took me to see movies. He said it helped him to select good seats and to avoid sitting in spilled soda.
Did you ever end up sitting in spilled soda?
No.
Well then, it was an effective measure.
But it's embarrassing.
I think that sitting in spilled soda would be embarrassing.
Damn now, Pretzel. Did you ever get it? Oh my God. The top nanny out there is we can certainly use a little sunshine in our lives. Oh look! Someone is moving in. What a lovely surprise. How would dinner tonight? Right, but you know what? It's okay, really. Don't worry about it. Well, we met there with the head on dinners. We have rather rumbly tummies, you know. It's a real pleasure to have met you. Oh, I beg your pardon, we haven't really met, have we? I don't know your name. It's Amanda. Amanda McGowan. Mine's Peggy, not Peggy. And you've already met Pretzel. It's a real pleasure to meet you. And welcome to your new home, Amanda McGowan. Uncle Ray, you'll never believe that I saw.
I'm always prepared to suspend disbelief.
I just met a woman who walks an imaginary dog.
Now, who is this, I wonder? We are. I'm Ray McGowan, and this is my niece Amanda.
Oh, how lovely it is to meet with you. I hope you stay a while. The last people did not stay very long. I wonder why. My name is Madame Luca. You may call me Maddie, short for Madeline. And this is my niece Genevieve and her friend and Rebecca.
Are you an opera singer, Maddie?
Well, I started that you would ask that, sir. But no, I do the singing warm-up so that my voice remains limber. You see, I need a strong voice to frighten off the cats next door. They fight constantly outside my windows.
Cat fight? At night? How do you manage any sleep?
I just hit the high note. And it's not.
Yes, I see how that would be effective.
You should just send Pretzel out to chase away all those cats. Oh, so you've met Pretzel already? Well, I'm afraid he would not be very effective. You see, he is rather sedentary, and his bark is much worse than his bite, if you know what I say. Anyway, I hate to be singing rude, but I really must hurry. I have left my supper on the oven. Come on, girls, let's go.
Is wearing an inner tube unusual? I didn't know. It might be the latest fashion. It's so hard to keep up with these things.
Really, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm off to check out the thing on the dinner. Anyone come along for the ride?
I think I'll decline at this time.
No thanks. Dad, where's that new raincoat I bought you for Christmas?
Oh, it must still be packed. I couldn't find it anywhere. But that's okay. This is good now. Oh, sorry, are you alright?
That raincoat looks really familiar.
And this, my wife Betty. Welcome, distinctive manager. We'll have to party these if I don't bother you with your first name. I don't expect you to stay up. Most people don't.
Their names are Chelsea and Chesterfield.
Yup, good name for them too. They spent so much time on it.
Why do they hide you right away? Are you who they call them?
Well, I've been trying to collect the rent checks for over 2 months now. They're rather paranoid and get worse every year. I guess on them, just as a postman to them, and utility man to them. It's not just them sometimes.
You don't actually believe in pretzels, do you?
Listen, my dear, in 20 years here, we've learned to believe in just about anything. But no, if it eases your mind, you don't believe in pretzel. At least not since the real one died a few years ago.
So there once was a real pretzel. That makes sense.
What makes sense?
Of course, he was a nice little dog. Anyway, I'm off to see if Chester's working about.
Word of advice. Don't unpack your box too quickly.
Oh, really? A word to keep up?
Yes, Miss Love, what can I do for you? I'm rather busy, as you can see. I'm helping our new neighbors sell into the building.
New neighbors? Hardly worth your while, is it? Listen, I've come to discuss poor ventilation in my room. As well, on several occasions, you promised me a larger mirror in my bathroom and to fix a nameplate on the outside of my door. I need a closet expansion. I'm running out of space with all of my clothes. And I'd also like to discuss the cost of rental space for my seasonal shoes and summer hats.
Miss Love, there's really nothing I can do about the room's ventilation. This is an old building, as you know. I can't imagine why you need your name attached to the door. Everyone here knows what you need to live in. As for the closet extraction...
William, shall I call the building's owner and explain to them how unobliging you've been? You might just consider I have some connections?
No, please, it's not necessary to call the owner. Cancel reservations straight away.
Now that's more like it.
Miss Blunt,
Yeah.
we're your new neighbors. Bring in a man and a gal.
Brain? Brain? What kind of name is that? And who do you think I am? The welcoming committee?
No, I did not make that assumption. However,
Trying to be friendly. Well, alright. I accept visitors from 2 to 4 p.m. for tea only, no biscuits. I allow autographs from 11 to 11:30 a.m., but not on the days when I have my manicure and pedicure. And absolutely no photographs without my permission. Why would we want your photograph? You don't know who I am? No? Should we? Well, why am I wasting my time with you then? You won't last here anyway to be like all the others. I feel like I moved to a different planet, one that's completely uninformed.
why is that?
Seriously, Uncle, don't you find this place, these people, extremely odd?
Do you mean odd as in peculiar? Or odd as in agreeably curious? There's also odd as in out of the way, secluded.
I mean odd as in weird, strange. I mean, you know what I mean.
I'll bet there's never a dull moment.
I wish you would stop by exactly what they close to me. I mean, really, the non-shipping pictures were not 40 years ago. But Gertrude, they were on sale. And what is this now? This mess? Is this yours? I'm going to report you. And didn't you read the sign on the front door? It said no soliciting. That's no soliciting, you did. No matter. What are you doing loitering in the lobby? Young thugs probably trying to steal something. That's littering the lobby.
Actually, it's loitering in the lobby. And no, we're not
That's
going.
insipid and gracious and insipid and gracious and insipid.
Ladies,
What are you doing? Hallucinating the air with your dinner smells?
I'm sorry I didn't realize.
Downstairs, anyone see us?
Ma'am, I like to help you find your dog. Can you describe it?
Dad, there's something you should know. Look, I
Whatever your heart needs and desires. Is it concerning what I think it's concerning?
Yes. Here you are. I want immediate action, nothing less.
Yes, Eunice. Nothing else, of course. You know, it's always struck me as rather odd we have the word nice in it. Eunice, nice. No, it just doesn't fit. Such irony. You certainly are one of a kind.
Cheeky fellow. Such irritating, ill-natured insolence. I should hire him, too. Dear diary, so much has happened since my last entry that I don't even know where to start. To sum it up, the apartment we've moved into is hardly a dream home. In fact, it's kind of like my worst nightmare. The people who live here are really odd. There's no hot tub, no theater, and definitely no swimming pool. Unless you can count that big mud puddle in the vacant lot next door. I wouldn't dip my big toe in that. Those cats! Who can sleep at night with all the racket they make? More than I can take. So I've made up my mind. I'm leaving. With all the chaos around here, no one will even notice when I'm gone. Jenny has agreed to let me stay at her place for a while until
Amanda, there you are. Your father was wondering where... What are you writing?
Nothing.
I never knew nothing required so much effort. Well then, when you're finished writing your latest literary set, do you think you could help your father and I with his new experiment? He needs your opinion. I've already given him mine.
What's he working on now?
He insists he's staying away from combustible materials, especially after his previous experience.
That's really...
Currently, he's experimenting with improving soil quality for farmers.
Sounds safe enough. All right, I'll be there. In a few minutes.
You might want to wear some rubber boots.
Why?
He's doing his testing in a mud puddle next door.
Oh, great. Where was I? Never mind. Yep, there's enough money here for the bus. I'm out of here. Right after I helped out with his experiment. He'll be less suspicious that way. Guess I better go find some rubber boots.
That will be Bill Buddy. And that's me.
Ah, very well then. This is for you.
Thanks. What for?
To indicate to me on back that you received this letter on the day.
All right.
Thank you, sir. We'll be in touch.
Don't move! I'll be right back! How do I let Dad talk me into these things? I mean, could he have chosen some other occupation? Like anything other than a scientist? I've never seen anyone get so excited over mud and dirt. Folks, take off. I'll have a bus back. I'm sorry. I was helping my dad out in that puddle of mud next door. I know. I told you. And here I thought your family was. Well, on second thought, go pick up some of those boxes over there. You might fit in nicely after all. What do you mean? How can you compare us to the folks who live here? We don't walk and play dogs, wear in our tube, hide behind couches, or wear nice clothes and talk funny, nor do we have grand illusions about being movie stars. No, but you wait around and dig in mud puddles. We were doing an experiment. Your dad had a plastic bag instead of a raincoat. My dad likes to recycle. And I think I heard someone talking to themselves earlier. Well, whatever you say, my dear. Besides, one of your tenants stole my dad's raincoat.
She
while the magnifying glass up to the seat. She can't afford glasses. Oh.
Do excuse us. But we just had to share our news. Pretzel won the dog competition today.
That's great news, Nancy.
Miss Pendley, exactly which category did he win? Why, they were innovative. While all the other dogs simply crawled through the 8-foot tunnel, Pretzel chose his own way. He climbed onto the roof of the tunnel and walked along the top of it. Such a clever dog. Let's go and get you some treats, shall we?
Well then,
Have you explained the imaginary dog?
did it ever occur to you that losing Pretzel caused Miss Pangoli so much pain that in order to cope with her loneliness and loss, she imagined Pretzel still with her?
No, I guess not. You know, Maddie spoke to me today as if she believed Pretzel were real. Are her eyes so poor that she can't see the truth?
Sees the truth better than you do.
What does that mean?
While she may have poor vision, her heart's not blind. She accepts Miss Pangoli and the others for who they are.
Foibles and all?
Well, what about Miss Long? Did I hear my name? That's loyal and doting there. She has a fan club?
Oh,
Then where do all those letters come from?
she sends them to herself. She mails them every week. She spends a lot of money on postage. Someone who does that must be pretty lonely, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess. Well, you've given me a lot to think about, Mr. Bunyan, but
While you're thinking, let's get rid of that money before it cakes and falls on my floor.
Stop! Don't do it! Come over here. We will protect you. Well, aren't you excited? You know, earth brown is definitely your color.
thanks.
Wait, Amanda. While you've been frolicking in the mud, I've been fraternizing with friendly folks, finding out fascinating features and facts.
That's great, Uncle, but I really have to get upstairs and change my clothes.
Going somewhere, are you? Curiously enough, Bertha and Gertrude have a triplet who's been separated from them at birth. They've devoted their entire lives trying.
Really, I didn't even know they were speaking to us.
Oh, they'll talk to anyone who'll listen. A Vanier we talked about here on. People make such fascinating subjects for scientific study.
Well, don't let me keep you from your observations, Uncle. Anyone lend an idea you still can't good? I have a small favor to ask of you. Well, actually, Miss Pendley, I have to. It will only take a short time. You see, I must get to the shops before they close. I've run out of doggy treats and some other items. Where's my list? Here it is. Anyway, I would like you to watch pretzels for me while I'm at it. Oh, well, the shopkeepers don't allow pets, and I hate to leave poor Pretzel tied up outside in this miserable rain. He gets lonely being by himself in the apartment, and he scratches the furniture. He's taken such a liking to you that I know he'll be perfectly happy. Thank you, dear. Ooh, but Miss Pendelia... Oh, wait. I have important things to do, too. Can I leave you with Uncle Gray? I'm sure he'd be okay with you.
Well, that won't do, will it, Amanda? Can you imagine how betrayed Miss Pendley would feel if she discovered that you had abandoned Pretzel?
You're right. Suppose I'm stuck here for the time being. There's always the next bus.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Uncle Gray, I was wondering, how did you get such a, interesting name?
My parents, your grandparents, and they had intended to name me Brian. But when the birth certificate arrived, they noticed that someone had misspelled it. They kept it that way, deciding that fate had dictated I be Braden.
And did it turn out that way?
No, not at all. Your father turned out to be by far the true brains of the family.
No, this just occurred to me. Is that as unusual as the folks here at Distinctive Manor?
Do you mean unusual as in rare, beyond the ordinary, or unusual as in odd or peculiar?
I mean, unusual as in, well, both rare and peculiar, I guess.
Your father's unique. He does his own thing. I've always admired him for it. Someday, he's going to discover something really great.
You think so?
I know.
Eureka! Eureka! I just made the ultimate discovery. Super soil!
Oh dear, this is a graceful, dreadful display. Crawling frivolously and foolishly around in mud puddles, shamefully, sorely saturating our lobbies with sedimentary substances, and sneaking the soiled substances inside. I'll dispose of that. First off, I see that you found my mud bath solution. I've been looking for it everywhere. Now hand it over.
No, wait, think. Gladys? Gladys, Mom?
Yes, the one and only. Now, kindly unhand me, sir. Autographs are from 11 to 11:30 a.m.
Gladys, wait, about that man!
Big Lola Bella!
Stop right there! I just finished cleaning this lobby and you're the second person to come trotting through here with my loot! Get out! This behavior passes my brain, boggling, bewildering. I wonder where Mr. Bunyan unearthed such unbelievable candy. Do you get it? Here, dug up, found, mud. You're such a twit, Bertha. Twit? You mean wit? I'm such a wit. Yes, of course, wit. You're a wit. You know, those are really nice shoes, Gertrude. Why, thank you, Bertha. Where'd you get them? I'm not telling you. Why not? Because you'll go out and buy exactly the same pair. No, I wouldn't do that. Yes, you would. I would not. Yes, you would. I would not. Yes, you would.
What is this? Dear diary, I have the most amazing news. That, so unusual, is truly a genius. He's finally made a great discovery. Dirt. Don't get me wrong. This is no ordinary dirt. It's super dirt. He claims that his scientific breakthrough will speed plant growth by 10 times the normal rate, thereby increasing farming production tenfold. I still don't understand what all this means, but I do know he's pretty excited about it. Actually, everyone in the building is excited. He almost lost his first sample when Gladys seized it. He's taking it for her mud mask solution. But later, when Dad had a chance to explain what it was, she gave it back, somewhat reluctantly, I might add. Dad has planted a whole garden in the vacant lot next door to demonstrate to every new soil effect.
Oh, here you are, Brain. Have you seen my journal?
Well, yes, I believe I have.
Where?
It's right here. Your cursive writing is quite good, you know, but your spelling requires a bit work. Genius is spelled with a G, not a J. Breakthrough is one word. Your punctuation...
Brain, you're not supposed to read someone's journal.
You're not?
No, that's why it says private.
Do you mean private as in secret or personal? Or do you mean private as in for a small select audience?
I mean private as in private.
I see. Well, I'm glad we're clear on that. By the way, your dad needs help pulling those giant roots from the vacant lawn next door. They're real killers. That's one side effect of supercell he's had in town.
Yeah, guess we'll have to beat out that problem.
So you do have a sense of humor. Amanda, you go ahead. I'll join you in a bit. Oh, and these are yours.
I can't believe you read my journal. Hopefully you didn't read about my plans to run away. Dear Diary, I don't know what to do now. I almost want to stick around to see how Dad's new experiment turns out. So far, it's the first one he's completed that hasn't resulted in an explosion. Maybe I'll just call Jenny and tell her to expect me later than we had arranged.
I have to say, little green, brilliant people like this place. My gosh, I normally can afford to build extra. But with Mr. McGonagall's greenhouse, plants are readily available. It sure looks good.
Why, yes, you're quite right, Matty. He does need a nail strip. Don't you, little boy? What do you mean? Well, I do not know. Perhaps you would help me? Achoo! Sure. I'd be glad to. Dear Mr. William Bunyan, where did you get this? It's Bill Bunyan's personal mail. We should return it to him. I found it just now on the floor by the couch. Oh, dear. Oh my. What is it? Tell me. It's not good, Maddie. Nancy, what does this mean, Slender? Does it affect us? Yes, it definitely affects all of us. Nancy, what is this appropriate display? I demand it has secretly disclosed the letter's details. Well, I don't know. It is Mr. Bunyan's personal letter, and you said it affected all of us. Tell us. Oh, do spill the beans, Nancy. I would so enjoy reading other people's mail, the tedious details of their little insignificant lives. It makes me appreciate the dramatic life that I love. Not that I read every your mail. Well, all right, I'll read it, but only because I believe we'll hear about it sooner or later. The letter basically states that this building is scheduled to be demolished. It's land in the land next door are being sold to a developer who wishes to use the site to build a huge new film studio. The letter is signed by the owner and co-signed by, I can't read the name. Only the initial E. Mr. Eviction. Oh no! That's fearful! A film studio? Where will we go? This is our home. It goes near, my friend. It seems we're in a bit of a bind. What else does it say?
Oh, hello, everyone.
You treacherous traitor! You treated it! You're my turncoat!
Traitor? Turncoat? What are you talking about?
Mr. Bunyan, allow me to explain to you. Maddie here stumbled upon a piece of your mail. Not realizing what it was and who it belonged to, she asked me to help her read it. I'm sure you understand our concerns regarding its contents.
I mean, no. I haven't even had a chance to read this letter. In fact, I forgot all about it for this now. It was delivered weeks ago, but I guess I lost it before I ever read it.
Did it now, Bill?
Building is being demolished next week.
Next week? Is there an echo in here?
Unbelievable. Why? This is completely unreasonable. I don't understand. I know the building is old and run down, but I never expected this.
This is so sudden.
Well, I guess we have to talk about regarding the renovation of the property. Now you tell me to have all my clothes and all my things. I'll find a place nearby. Such a dream to live within walking distance from a film studio. Gladys, would you not be able to more sensitive? Has it not occurred to you that it's good to affect everyone else here? What would we be able to afford in a place? Gladys, you ever think of anyone other than yourself? No. Self-centered, self-indulged, no longer the let's go path. Well, at least I can see these people get. So I have no idea where I can go.
No, wait, folks, don't start packing yet. Maddie, thanks for finding this letter. Apparently, there's even to be a meeting here this afternoon, the developer. This is just news. There might be something we can do. What do you think, Nancy?
Okay, I have to find myself. And I think that you need to start looking for a new job, Bill. There's nothing you can do if the owner has already agreed to sell to the developer. The letter was quite clear on that point. Please excuse me, Bill. I have to get with you the rest of that. Come along.
It's no use. Even if I update my resume having manager, distinctive matter, written as my work experience, it won't impress anyone. Guess I should go back too.
Hello, Matt.
Oh, you're just the person I wish to speak to.
I am?
Yes. Do you happen to order that mud?
Oh, yes. But just yesterday, I just you are extrapolated. And did you know I presented my results to a group of respected scientists at the university?
That's nice. Do you think I could have some of it? It did wonders for my pores.
Well, I don't see why not.
Good. Just leave it on the outside of my door. It's the one with the star on it.
Gladys,
Yes.
do you remember me?
Remember you? From where?
From high school?
High school? That was another time.
Well, maybe this will help.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember you now. Didn't you always hang out in the science lab? Didn't you blow something up once?
Yes, that was me. So you do remember me.
Vaguely. I see you haven't changed.
And so you've become an actress?
Of course! Haven't you seen any of my movies?
I'm not sure. Can you name some of them for me?
Well, there's just been so many. First, there was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, followed by Attack of the Killer Turnips, and then there were none. Do you remember me?
Sorry, Gladys. I haven't seen any of this film.
How about the Titanic?
Oh yes, I've seen that one. What role did you play?
I was the passenger in the water. Do you remember me?
I guess I didn't watch it very good.
Where did you just arrive? They're out in your garden and your Dad, you're wearing a raincoat.
Oh yes, I just unpacked the last box and they're gone. So you were saying?
They're setting up their equipment in the middle of your experimental super soil.
What's this about, Brain?
I heard what was going on. I was informed that the land was sold, and a new development was underway. The foreman said that the developer was scheduled to arrive shortly, and he would not allow any visitors on his private property.
Judas committed everything. How's it going?
Did Mr. Bunyan tell you
Tell us what, Gladys?
that this building's also been sold? Distinctive matters to be demolished next week.
What? That's unheard of. 1 week?
Typical. Never a thought for others. Well, I've got to go pack. Make sure you get me some of that mud before the surveyor stomp all over it. Dad, what are we going to do? The surveyor's ruining your sewer soil. All these people lose their homes. We need to do something.
Amanda, I thought you believed these people were, how you put it, somewhat odd. Now you're crusading for their homes?
I guess you could say they've grown on me.
Listen, Don't worry about it, King. Come on, let's go and speak to the surveyor.
Where did all these plants come from? I didn't authorize this. And where did those trees and plants come from next door? They're huge. It's like a rainforest over there. The last time I sent someone to inspect this building, that lot was filled with nothing but mud. Urban, when was the last building inspection?
Let me see, that was 6 months ago.
6 months ago. That's impossible. Improbable. Impossible for that much growth to take place in 6 months.
You know how much I hate to agree with you in this, but you're right.
This whole place is a jungle, inside and out. It's high time this building is torn. Now, where's mine? Urban, you did arrange for him to meet us here in the lobby, didn't you?
Yes, Eunice, I even gave him a time 15 minutes earlier than you stated, since I know how much you kept him waiting.
But then where is he? Such tardiness is tacky and tasteless. It looks like he's not coming. He probably quit when he got my letter. Well, I'm not waiting here any longer for him. Urban, go make sure all the tenants are making arrangements to move out.
Yes, Eunice.
And Urban, make sure everything is in place when the developer Mr. Demosh arrives.
Yes, Eunice.
And Urban, don't let the developer again to ensure that the on time for our appointment. I'm going to go wait the car. I think it's not supposed to do it.
Oh, Bertha, I don't know if you're stuff. I hope I didn't remember it.
Don't worry about it, Dad. I'm sure everyone went in because of today's news. Besides, you know birds like Gertrude. They're offended by everything.
It took some convincing, but you did manage to stop those surveyors from working near your experimental soil patch.
Well, that's just temporary measure. Not if my plan actually worked.
What is your plan, Dad? We haven't had a spin on it yet.
Well, it's simple, really. One of the surveyors mentioned that the developer and the building's owner are scheduled to have a meeting in this lobby this afternoon. All we have to do is convince the developer that he doesn't really want this location. We're going to lead him to believe that his new development, his film studio, is going to be built in a, shall we say, unhealthy environment.
How are you going to do that? There's not enough time to organize all of our neighbors and let them in on our plan. Besides, we're all busy packing and finding new places to live.
Elementary, my dear, we're just going to let our neighbors be themselves.
That's it? That's your plan? I thought you'd come up with something better than that, especially when there's so much at stake here.
Amanda, just trust me. Rain, can you do me a favor?
Certainly.
As you mentioned to each of our neighbors, that the owner of the building, the one who's evicted them in only 1 week, is going to meet with the developer here in this lobby this afternoon. That ought to sure good turn out, don't you think?
I see where you're going with this. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
I don't see it at all. I can't believe I stuck around for this.
The building crew arrived on week from today. Can I be assured that all your tenants will be out by then?
Perfect.
Yes, we're all fine.
What about these people? Excuse me, miss. Are you aware that the building is about to be demolished in a week?
Yes?
Are you making any plans to move out?
No, I'm not. You can just bring on your wrecking ball. I'm staying put. What are you going to do about that, huh? What if all the tenants decided to stay put? Where are we supposed to go anyway? Have you ever thought of that? Well, have you?
Amanda.
Excuse me, I'm not. You know that I am Gertrude. Or is it Bertha? Who's Gertrude and Bertha? I'm Eunice.
Are you the owner of the building?
Yes, I am.
I don't believe it.
What do you mean you don't believe it? Listen, improper impudence. Are you the one that I am an imposter? Oh, look, where's the kids? Believe it? It's our long-lost trip that we've finally been together for 32 years. Blessed day. Let's what is this? I'm not your triplet. Of course you are. Look at us.
You even call me.
I'm sure it's none of my business. But never knew you were a triplet.
You're right. It's none of your busybody buzzing me, Lexington. No, I'm not your triplet.
Wow, this may seem a little anticlimactic, but they would have to treat a bit of use today. Scientists have proven that water which leaches off the vacant or undeveloped land may cause severe side effects on people who live nearby. These severe side effects may continue to occur even once the land is developed.
Now, Pretzel, we agreed that you would have to use civil management area of this building, even if he or she is a victim. No parking, no drawing, and no, absolutely no pissing. Now, which one of you is the owner of this establishment? I am. Oh, my. Does my vision deceive me in my old age? I think I'm being trouble. That's your business, just fine. Gertrude and I have finally found our sister. We are now. No, I'm not their sister, but I am the owner of this building. I also happen to disagree with them on one other point. That of your vision? Can you not see that your dog or whatever it is has escaped? Your leash is empty. That brings me to another point. There are no pets allowed in the building.
Wait, you, that's hardly matter.
Urban, do not interrupt me. Oh, dear, his bride was missing. I knew this would happen. Ever since I knew that we'd have to move, he's not been himself. Would someone please help me find him? I'll help you, Miss Hensley. I think I saw him digging up a bone in the garden. I'll go get him for you. Oh, thank you. I just can't have the energy to go chasing after him anymore. Urban, write down her name. Hensley will be fine to have him pet.
But Eunice, really, these things will also say that people with higher power, which are often directly may cause and to believe things that are really not real. Wait a minute, aren't those the kind of rods they're dangling over this building? Well, Chester, calm down, that's not them, that's just the program.
So what is it? I washed him off as well as I could, but he still has a bit of mud on him. And thank you, Amanda, Stephanie. Pretzel, you are very lucky dog, running off like that. I will forgive you, under the circumstances.
So Eunice, what kind of fine applies here?
Urban, no, Eunice, you don't understand. You're right, I certainly don't understand. How wonderful it is to have my voice back again. No more hope for me. Brenda, I see that you have found your children at last. How nice for you. And, you said, are you glad?
Oh, she is.
What a coincidence that your trip has been the owner of the building that you've lived in for so long. One of the bittersweet discoveries. And, who might you be?
I'm Steve Walsh, developer.
Hello, Mr. Developer. I hope you like the cats. Meow, 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 meow. Romeo! Oh, Romeo! Where from? Romeo, what is your name? I'm Black Plum. Now, which one of you is the developer?
I am.
Charming people, sir. Do you have any connections?
Connections.
Yes, with those who we hired from the Good Hope video.
You're an actress?
Yes. Haven't you seen my movie? I was in the top of the hill turnip. I was the turnip.
Can't say I've seen that one.
Well, I haven't caught yet when I put my sweet. I can look there for you along with my resume and my
No, let me necessary.
You look brainless. Oh, everyone's always in my way. Can't wait to get into this cramped apartment building.
Oh, this article. Only, sir, do not read any more of that article. You don't look well. In fact, I don't feel well. In fact, I've had enough of this place.
Well, what about the papers you came to sign?
The deal is off. I've had just about enough of this place. Besides, people are all loopy. And my surveys are finding it very difficult to get any work done around here. Their stuff keeps disappearing into mud sinkholes, and trees and shrubs keep growing out of nowhere. I've had it here. Good day.
But wait, can't we persuade you to change your mind? I'll go in the front.
$1.
No, wait. Armin! She is that pretzel. We don't have to move. How delightful. I think this God's for a celebration. Everyone is invited to my present. Right after I am back. Let's go, girls.
treated you quite nicely. It's a little outburst back there.
Outburst? What do you mean by outburst? Do you mean a violent emergence from limits restraints? No, nothing like that.
Amanda, why don't you go inform Mr. Bunyan and invite him to Maddie's party? I still have a few more things I need to take care of.
Or was it an outburst such as a sudden expression or eruption of emotion?
No, not that either. Not really.
An explosion?
No, Ray. Can't you just walk like normal people? Hey, where is everyone? Where's the developer?
He left. He's not coming back. What? How extremely rude of him.
I brought my video and my resume. Which way do you think he went? Maybe I can still catch him.
You make like I'm talking to the surveyor to the
Right.
hospital next door.
I'll go find him there.
Miss Bob,
Yes.
perhaps you should wear some rubber boots?
Rubber boots? Why on earth would I wear those dowdy old things?
No one could possibly make a fashion statement while wearing rubber boots.
Now what am I going to do, Irvin? This building was going to keep me from bankruptcy.
Are you actually asking my advice, Eunice?
Is that not obvious?
Well, you should be telling me what to do. Never ask for my advice.
Well, I am now.
All right, then. First of all, I think you shouldn't reject the property. It's so obvious to the rest of us that you're this way.
You're right, Irvin. It's just I was in such shock I didn't know what to do.
Are you actually agreeing with me, Eunice?
Yes, I am.
I also think you shouldn't sell the Stinker Manor, but find another investor that'll help you rebuild and refurbish it. And then allow the tenants to stay at their current rental rate as part of a grandfather clause.
You know, Irvin, I like the first idea, the one about another investor. But the second idea about not raising the rent, it's just too generous for me.
Eunice.
All right. But who would want to invest in this building, especially with its apparent problem?
I think I can help with that.
You? Aren't you worried about the visual effects of power lines or something?
No. In fact, I'm a scientist. And with a little time and patience, I can prevent the effects of those external factors.
But what about the tenants that have already been affected?
I'm afraid that those effects may be rather permanent. Anyway, I'm prepared to make you an offer that you cannot refuse.
Dear diary, things have turned out much better than anyone could have expected. Dad's super soil was an overnight success. His soil has been in huge demand ever since he presented his results at the university. He's a hero among farmers and gardeners everywhere. He was even voted Time Magazine's Man of the Year.
Here, I can't get over it. You're Times Man of the Year.
Yes, Brady, but this time is spelled T-H-Y.
And look, you're on the front page too. Down to Earth Super Scientists discover super soil.
As it turns out, Eunice also owned the vacant property next door to the Distinctive Manor. She agreed to let Dad continue with his soil experimentation, and he agreed to invest some of his newly earned soil wealth into rebuilding and renovating Distinctive Manor. Much to the surprise of Gertrude and Bertha, Eunice acknowledged that she is their sister and triplet. They are now enjoying shopping together and making plans to redecorate the building. Urban do not trust those packages. They are full of frail and fragile light fixtures.
Yes, Eunice.
What do you think? I thought I'd be perfect to reupholster your furniture.
You and Rockwood Couch.
And look what I found in the best bargains in that bargain basement. What a skill. Isn't it lovely, luscious wallpaper, crystal ball? Ah, yes, we'll work marvelously with my material for the coat.
You know, Eunice, with the sum of money that I invested, you could hire some interior designers and buy all the new furnishings.
You know, Mr. McGowan, I realize that, but it's much more fun to do it this way. Come on, girls, you too, Urban. We have carpet sales out there to select. seat. Since she can now read music, she has even joined her church choir. How lovely to see properly. I can read the newspaper now.
Did you know that your name is in every paper this week?
After we convinced students to bend the rules about pets in the building, we bought Miss Tangoli a brand new dog. We thought that this new pet would replace pencils, but Miss Tangoli had different ideas about this.
Well, those were your fault, Principal.
There's nothing like the warmth of sunshine following weeks of rain. Besides, it's difficult holding on to an umbrella when I have two leashes. As for the field, well, Uncle Frank's scientific curiosity prompted him to do a bit of research to find out more about the couple who hide behind furniture and fear the unknown then. He discovered that Chelsea and Chester Field had wandered away from a retirement home nearby. They were quite distraught when he discovered their identities. However, when Dad offered them jobs as co-chief of security for the experimental super soil next door, they were thrilled.
Mr. McGowan? Mr. McGowan?
Yes, Chester, go ahead.
I found a group of cats here.
You found the cat?
Yes, do you think I should study every move?
Yes, Chester, I agree.
I think I found their leader.
That's great, Chester. Keep up the great work. Over and out.
No problem.
Then there's Gladys. We found her up to her neck in mud next door. Turns out that when she headed over there in search of the developer, her heels got stuck in the mud. I guess she proceeded to sink from there. We were able to pull her out, but we never did recover her resume, portfolio, or video cassette. But she wasn't sad about that. She said that being stuck in the mud had given her some time to think, and she had decided on a career change. Just last week, she launched the first of her Ladder Plus skincare products, releasing mud facial masks and body soaps. Would anybody like to buy some Plum Glamour products? Well, fine. You simply just don't know what you're missing.
Why do you have that feeling? I know where that mic came from.
Yeah, me too. Guess I'll have to tighten up security in the door.
As for me, Uncle Ray and Dad, we're all content to stay put for now. Dad's happy because his work is next door, and Uncle Ray is working as his assistant. Plus, it looks like I'm going to be getting that hot tub, swimming pool, and theater after all. I just had a sneak preview of plans for the all-new, distinctive